Hi, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. Tonight I kind of officially decided, since I gave up on my November TBR, I've just been so busy this month. If you know me personally, or if you know, which a few of you do know what I do for a living, you'll know why I've been so busy. And my whole house is still tore apart, so I did kind of just decide to abandon my November TBR. I've been taking a bit of a rest. Since I did that, I've been excited to get my December TBR just to know what I have to look forward to. This is the second time I will be playing my TBR game, which is called Joke's on Me, which if you didn't watch my first one, go back and watch that, because I'm not going to explain it again here because I'm planning on completely re-explaining it next month going into 2021 with some new rules that I've tweaked. So for now, I'm just going to go into it. If you haven't seen that and want to watch this, it is self-explanatory as it goes on my board. It kind of says what my rules are anyway, but the in-depth explanation will probably make a little more sense. So since I didn't finish my November TBR, I am going to be taking the punishment that I stated last month, which is I'm going to have to read all of these books in the order that I pick on them and land on them, which could become interesting. Going into the new year, I do have a different plan for my punishments for this game, but for now, I'm just going to do the one that I originally said for that. So I'm going to shuffle quick and then we'll get into it. I really don't have any specific reading plans for December in terms of what I'm trying to pick. I am sitting right in front of my shelves right now, so my TBR is all right here in front of me, so I can easily grab them. Alright, let's get started. First card is a king, which means I get to purchase a book. Next up, I have a 9, which I just move around the board 9 spaces. And that lands me on vertical spine, which most of my books are, so I could pick almost anything. There is one book that I know I absolutely have to read this month, want to read this month, because I'm reading it for the currently reading book club that Allie hosts. So I'm gonna just pick that right away to get it out of the way and know that it makes it onto my TBR. So this is what I mean by vertical spine. The words go vertical. If the words went this way, that would be horizontal. I probably didn't need to explain that to you. But I'm gonna be reading Mistletoe and Mr. Wright by Sarah Morgenthaler. I read the first book in this. I think it's just a companion series, which was The Tourist Attraction, and I really liked that. It was a fade to black romance, so I'm assuming this is going to be the same thing, so I'm excited to get to this. Next, I got a 4, which means I move backward 4. And that lands me on Chris' pick, which Chris is my husband, so I'm actually going to have him come up quick and pick me one. He probably has drywall mud all over himself, but you guys can ignore that. Hi. Will you come up quick and pick me a book?
Look at my mustache.
I know. Will you come pick me one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. See ya.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
It picked something from here to here. You got your toy. You got your toy.
The one.
I don't even see it. Okay. I'm surprised you didn't pick this one. This one you bought me. But you picked this. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Honestly, I'm surprised he picked this, because this is something I would actually really like to get to. And he picked The One by John Mars. So my understanding is this basically has some sort of dating app or dating site that tells you who your person is, and you could be married and log into this and find out that your one is not your spouse, or from what I've heard, one of the perspectives, it's not a huge one in this, but someone's person is like a serial killer, so that should be interesting. Next card, I got a 10, which lands me on lowest rated, and I'm gonna pull up my Goodreads and see what my lowest 5 books are. So from the options that came up, I'm actually going to pick the lowest rated one that I have on my shelves right now, and that is The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. I just read One by One this month, and I've also read The Woman in Cabin 10 and The Turn of the Key by her, so I am slowly making my way through her stuff, and I own a couple more, so I would like to just get to this. I'm not really sure what this one specifically is about, but some sort of thriller, I'm sure. Next, I got a 9. If you're not my friend on Goodreads yet, you should be. I always link it in the description, but the prompt I landed on next is first on Goodreads. And so for this, my intention is that I'm either going to pick the first thing that comes up in my Goodreads feed that is on my want to read, or anything a friend rated 5 stars, even if it's not on my want to read shelf. So I am friends with like people in my personal life. I'm friends with some previous teachers. I'm friends with a lot of you guys. So if it's someone in my personal life, I probably won't show you who, but oh, okay. So the first thing that actually came up, a friend rated 5 stars, and it's also on my want to read shelf, and it is Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. And actually Riley, you couldn't see that, Riley from Riley Marie rated it 5 stars. So I'll be adding that to my TBR this month, and I don't own that, so I will probably be purchasing it, which I've only drawn that I can purchase 1 book so far. So next I got a 3, and for 3 I have to do every single one of the next 3 prompts that I land on, which would be shelf 6, which these are basically the cubbies of my shelves here, and I organize my books by author last name. So on shelf 6, it would be basically an author last name that ends in R. That's one where like the whole shelf is a pretty slim choice. So actually I'm going to pick a reread. I am not doing 5 books again this month, but I am trying to still complete rereading my top 10 favorite books of 2013, and this is what I'm curious to see if I would enjoy again. And so I'm gonna pick Fangirl by Rowell. I don't even know what to think about trying this again. I remember loving it before. I know Rowell has been called out recently for being kind of problematic and having some questionable things in a few of her books, but I don't know that I've seen it directly towards this book. So I am excited to try this. I know that I have Eleanor in Park in a future year that I'm going to be rereading books for. So I'll be curious to go into this first and see if I enjoy it like I did. I think this will be a little less relatable than it was when I first read it. I just think I'm more removed from where Kath is in this story now in my life. But I'm excited to see how I feel this time. So far I have a very blue vibe going with these books. So next, that leads me to the story graph Unpopular, which I had a whole video planned to do this. I read 5 books for that video and I lost a bunch of footage, and I've given up on it. I don't know how to redeem that vlog. I missed an upload because I had it completely done and then it crashed. So I'm disappointed, but here is the concept of that. The new reading website, which is kind of in competition with Goodreads, is called The Story Graph, and I will link the website down below because I've been loving it. But it gives you like charts of your reading habits. So right now I'm pulling up my stats. And so basically it gives you moods that you most commonly read in. And so for this concept, I'm going to read a mood that I least commonly read in. So I'm going to try to find something that is sad, inspiring, or hopeful. And right on the website, you can filter to find stuff on your TBR that fits that, which I think is awesome. So I'm going to filter it to look for sad first. And I may not have any on my shelves. Yeah, I don't have any sad books right now. So then let's try inspiring. No inspiring. Okay, last try with this. Okay, for hopeful, 3 came up. So which one do I want to choose? I actually think I'm going to go with Heartstopper Volume 1, which is a graphic novel I've been really excited to get to. I've heard really good things about this. My understanding, it is like a male-male romance, just kind of teenage love, and the art style looks really cute. So I'm hoping this will be a quick something to, you know, add at my end of the year to get my Goodreads count up. And then last, I am landing on friend pick. So I think I'm actually going to text like my real life best friend and have her pick something for me. I will probably come back to this and tell you what she picked at the end. Unless she texts me back faster than that. Okay, I just shared her like my whole want to read shelf. So I'm guessing she'll get back to me fairly fast. So my next card is a Jack. So I'll be unhauling something. And then a 10. I'm getting a lot of big numbers, which gets me around my board fast. Oh, okay. I landed on free space, so I can pick any book I want. What do I want? I had talked to Stasia from Readersea about buddy reading this month, so I'm gonna actually go with The Wife Between Us by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen, which this will actually be my first book by this author duo, so I'm excited to try it. I also own An Anonymous Girl, so this is where I'm gonna start. I will have to message her and tell her that I definitely am gonna get to this in December, and hopefully she will be able to too. Again, it's a thriller that I don't actually really know what's about. I'm guessing it's some kind of domestic thriller. And this next card could get me my final prompt. Oh, just kidding. It's a queen. So I get to purchase another book. There we go. A 2. I'm never gonna get to the end. If I get a joker this close to the end of the board, I might scream. So 2. So I move 2 spaces, and I also do those prompts twice. So that lands me on sequel. So I need to find 2 sequels. So the first one I found that I want to read is Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey, and this is a sequel companion to Fix Her Up, which I read, was that this year or last year? I don't know, but I enjoyed that pretty well. And this follows, I think Rosie and Dominic. Yeah, that's their names, which I don't really remember the relation, but it's a companion anyway. So yeah, this is a, from what I remember, this series was pretty smutty, but cute, and I don't really remember that much about this couple. So we're gonna try that. And then I think I'm gonna go easy on myself again and pick another graphic novel and do a reread of Saga Volume 3. I've been working my way back through these, so I am excited to get to these. And again, we are approaching the end of the year. I would like to get through as many things as possible. Okay, here I go. If this is a joker, it's a Jack, so I'm gonna unhaul another Jack, so I'm gonna unhaul again. Here we go. There's no way it can be another Jack. A King, so I get to purchase. I'm never gonna get a number. All right, there we go. I got a 10. So that lands me back on vertical spine. So again, I can pick almost anything. I've decided to pick Someone We Know by Sherry Lapina. I have read, I think, 2 Sherry Lapinas before, and this is actually a book that my stepmom found at a secondhand store, and she read it and then gave it to me. So I'd love to get to this just to be able to tell her what I think. I'll have to look what she rated it on Goodreads as well. Let me look right now. So she rated it 4 stars, and I've seen other mixed ratings when I just went to look at it. So we'll see how it goes. Sherry Lapina stuff has been pretty like middle of the road for me. I enjoy it while I read it, but I don't really remember it after the fact. But it should be a good, fast thriller, and that means that this is lining up to be my last book of the year, which is crazy. I guess maybe I should have thought about that a little harder, because I could have picked almost anything, but I'm content with this being my last thing of the year. And this is quite the stack I have here. I am still waiting for my friend to text me back about what she's going to pick. She was just texting me. Oh well. I will go ahead and enter here on the screen what she ended up picking for me, and she usually gives me good picks. I've had her pick me stuff like this before. So I'm going to hold my stack, what I have so far of my plans for the month. And this is a lot more than I was kind of hoping for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 with what she picks me. And then did I pick anything I didn't own? Yep, I picked Black Sun. Did I pick anything else that I don't own yet? Not that I can recall when I rewatch this and think on it. So I have at least 10 or 11 books here that I'm planning on reading now in December. So here's what I have. It's a very blue stack, blue and yellow, but it should be fun. And no jokes on me this month. I didn't get a joker. I didn't have to start over. So go ahead and comment down below what you're most excited to get to by the end of the year, and let me know if you've read any of these books, if you love them, if you hated them. And yeah, you should be expecting my thoughts on these fairly chronologically this month, since I am going to read these in the order I just told them to you. So I'm very happy on a Thursday night that I just decided to sit down and get these, because now I just get to look forward to everything. But thanks so much for watching this, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye!